Okay, we're at the body filler portion of this now. Got it sanded down. What I'm planning to do here is, once again, do it by weight. Small amounts at a time. I'm going to put like 20 grams of this in here. So I can do it the same way every time. Now the instructions for this product here call for a quarter tube to a quarter can. Well, that doesn't help a guy such as myself who likes to do it in small batches. Okay, well, I'm going to put some on here. I was going to try to put down like a 1-inch long line of this stuff. Okay, so I'm going to mix it up here and get a uniform. You're looking to get this into a uniform color. A spatula. Start filling it in. I'm going to put this in layers. They recommend thin layers. That's exactly what I'm going to do. I have an area here that needs building, and it's going to take a few applications of this. That's why I like small batches. I just mix as much up as you can use at once. It doesn't take as long as you might think to fill this all in. This has a pretty quick setup time. It's around 20 minutes. So we can come back and do the same thing. And we will be doing this same thing over and over and over again for a while. And really this stuff just needs, this filler just needs a surface to set on. And then it'll adhere to itself. I'm not too worried about it. It's probably the single biggest rust out I've ever fixed at once. Okay, now we're going to try to smooth some of this out with some power. So I have a vac here. I'm going to use a drill with a sanding disc on it. And we're wearing safety glasses and a dust mask. Okay, as we get closer to the final contour here, filled with body filler, we go to a bigger spatula. So once again, just mix this up until we get a good uniform color of the filler and the hardener. Now I'm going to set it up. I've been using a small spatula. I'm going to a larger one now. And I want to kind of even this out along the edge of the spatula, and then cover. Trying to get a nice smooth contour here. And we're getting rather close now to being done with this portion of the repair. Okay, we're close now to completion on this contour body filler part of this. The sander has a soft pad underneath it. Okay, I'm finding less and less reason to add more filler here. Okay, I've laid down a layer of glazing and spot putty, filling in the fine cracks, trying to make the surface smooth using a large spatula like this. Now I'm going to sand it off. Same thing, just follow the contour. Okay, I'd say that looks pretty good. We're about ready to primer it. Okay, we have the surface contoured smoothly. We've done some spot surfacing on it. So now it's time to lay down, put some paper on it, get it ready for priming. Plain old masking tape. And just work it around somewhere short of the paint. I think newsprint works best for this. Let's open up the car a little bit. Nothing fancy. Just get it on there all the way around. Okay, so I tucked it under the door. Okay, it's time to lay down some primer. Let's keep it moving. Once you put the primer down, it kind of shows you a few surface imperfections that you need to fix. Most of these you gotta turn upside down to clear it. Okay, with the primer on there, I discovered a few surface imperfections. Generally it looks pretty good, but the primer kind of shows a few places where it needs a little bit of work. So what I'll do is I'll just go over this again with my spot putty, sand it, and then apply a little bit more primer. I'm all done with the primer portion of this, so I'm going to get ready to paint here. What I've done now, I'm switching to a finer grit sandpaper. I've got a 400 here to just rough this surface up a little bit so the paint will stick better, and take away this little edge here so that won't show up. Okay, the preparation before painting is pretty important. So you want to get everything off of here. So I've got some lacquer thinner on a cloth here, so I can get all the dust off. Anything that's going to make it difficult for this paint to go stay on here good. Okay, all that's left now is to tape it back up and paint it. Okay, so our final preparations are in place here. We've got it all taped off. Last thing I do is go over it with a tack cloth, removing anything else that might be in our way. Might stick on here and leave an imperfection. Okay, then we're ready to lay down some paint. What I'm using here is a plastic coat, custom color that I got from CarQuest. They matched up this car color, computerized match, and hopefully I have enough left. I've done a few of these kind of repairs on this car before. See how far it goes. You want to do it very lightly and about 10 inches away. A number of layers, light layers. It's going to tend to run down here, run down this panel if you don't. now I got a solid layer down. I'm going to clear it. Wait a couple minutes and put another one down. Okay, let a couple minutes pass. Now we're going to lay down another light layer. Try to get a look at this from the side so you can kind of check the evenness. I believe the instructions on these, if you don't lay it down within a couple of minutes, you have to wait until it's fully dry to put another coat on. I'm going to look this over and I think I'm going to pretty much call it good. Okay, so here's our completed repair. As you can see, looks pretty good. If you get at it from a certain angle, you might be able to see that there's been some work done there. But I'm happy with it. And you might ask, well, how long is such a fiberglass repair going to last? And I'm glad you asked that question. I'm going to show you. On this van, 2 years ago, I had some severe bubbling over here. By the time I had all the paint cleaned out, all the loose paint and everything, I had a rust out about this big. So this right here is fiberglass. 2 years later, this one is not showing any rust at all. I also did a repair over here on the opposite side wheel well, in the bottom of the sliding door. And this one was fairly severe. The bottom of this door was eaten away. And this is 2 years ago, July 2011. I did this repair. And this one's mostly fiberglass in here. So, like I said, eaten away to here. Okay, we're all done. This is the best this minivan has looked in a while. I'm confident that this fiberglass repair is going to hold up probably as long as I'm going to own it. And these vans do tend to last. Other than the body issues, they run and run and run. Okay, well, thank you for watching.